Hello, Stephen. Welcome to
Hey,
Syc Youth Council.
thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you with us, Stephen Ojo, based in Nigeria currently.
Yes.
Tell us, Stephen, who are you? What do you want to do in life regarding the sports industry? And what do you currently do?
Thank you. Once again, my name is Ojo Stephen, and I'm actually a lawyer by profession, but I am also a sport enthusiast who is passionate about growth of sport and basically using sport as a tool for youth development, youth empowerment, and every other thing that can, see sport give youth a better way of life. And as far what I'm doing in sport currently, I'm currently serving as a member of the Rules and Integrity Committee of the Lagos State Esport Association, where I assist in formulating rules, ensuring compliance with international standards as relates to the organization of esport activity. And as far as my goal in the industry is concerned, I'm more concerned about general governance, general development as it relates to sport. But given my particular interest in esport and given the fact that it's a developing area, I'm particularly interested in seeing how good governance, integrity frameworks, and structure can be developed, to aid the growth of the space, especially given the fact that um, international bodies like FIFA, like the IOC, are also looking to incorporate esports or virtual sport, as it may be, into a component of what they offer, to the sporting world. It's definitely imperative that strong governance and integrity frameworks are formulated to aid the growth of the industry and also aid its inclusion in several white label events like the Olympics or FIFA World Cup, as it may be. Thank you very much.
Sports is an area with everything to do regarding sports integrity. Um,
Yes.
is that why you decided to join the Syc Youth Council and work on that specific matter?
Yes. Generally, I'm passionate about sport integrity, good governance, also youth development, and as it relates to sport. But my particular interest in esports stems from the fact that I also am a gamer. I mean, I'm not a professional gamer, but I'm a semi-casual gamer, and I have first-hand experience of what goes on in the industry, at least from an African perspective, and also understanding it from a global perspective, having to monitor several franchise leagues like Call of Duty League and several other leagues. And I also, and in observing this league, in observing the ecosystem, I've also seen that there is really a need for integrity frameworks, integrity structures to address certain issues ranging from betting, good good governance, player contracts, a whole lot of other things that the industry is looking to develop policies around. And so this is one of the reasons that actually sparked my interest in integrity and also to join the SIGA Youth Council to be able to also contribute to the development of these frameworks, at the SIGA level. Thank you very much.
Stephen, what do you think is the role of the Syc Youth Council and its members in promoting sport integrity?
Thank you very much. It's a very SIGA has a crucial role to play in the sense that it has a role of educating, it has a role of also evaluating um, integrity. Um, it's also SIGA has a role of evaluating integrity issues as it's being resolved in the ecosystem. I know currently SIGA is currently doing an evaluation for independent evaluation for some sport bodies. So this is where SIGA and its partner come in because when we're talking about integrity, it has to be done by an independent body. I think this is where the ecosystem, esport ecosystem as a whole, is lagging behind, because most of the effort that are geared towards integrity is done in-house. So you would have franchise leagues organized by developers, you know, carrying out investigations as it relates to integrity by staffs of the company. I think this is where SIGA and SIGA partner will come in, you know, helping out with independent evaluation, educating, and also addressing integrity issues as they arise in the sporting ecosystem, especially in esport. Thank you.
So you have just described why you are a SERVS fan, and SERVS stands for SIGA Independent Rating and Verification System, which is a
Yes.
system which allows sports organizations to assess their level of compliance with the SIGA Universal Standards on Sport Integrity. So
Yes.
I may assume from your words that you believe that the youth role is to show the franchises owners, the sports organizations responsible that sports needs this accountability. It's to be accountable for what is done.
Yes.
That's what I can understand from your words. And you probably
Yes.
answered the next question I had to you, which is from the 4 areas covered by the SIGA Universal Standards on Sport Integrity: financial transparency, good governance, sports betting integrity, or youth development and child protection. You would have, I would ask you to choose one, but as far as I can see, you would probably stay here around the sports betting integrity and the good governance, right?
Uh, well, I think I would move towards youth development and child protection. And that's because when we're talking about sport betting and integrity as it applies, especially to esport, there's several layers that has to do go into it, especially when we're looking at the platforms that actually collect this data to facilitate sport betting. You know, for me, that's a lot of layers to be able to overcome, to be able to start to prefer solution. Of course, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to doing on the long term. But for now, due to the fact that it's within my reach, I think I would move towards our line towards youth development and child protection. Because when we're talking about youth development, especially looking at how esport factors into this, you're looking at how esport, you know, as a sport on its own, can bring about another area of sport that would bring youth into the that would like say bring out the competitive side of youth. And also, aside from just involving in the competitive esport, esport has its layer into technology, and due to its closeness to technology, we can see youth also engaging in STEM, which is science, technology, education, and mathematics, which also formulates together to form youth development. And when we're talking about child protection, I mean, what other industry would serve as a classic example than esport? Esports is an industry that has an average age of entry at the age of 16, where you would have people competing in tournaments and at the age of 16, 17, 18. So you definitely have a lot of teenagers involved in esports. So there is need for child protection. Child protection when we're talking about contract. In fact, in the esports industry, recently we've seen an organization come up with a contract signing mechanism called the reverse contract signing mechanism, and where they had to sign a, I think, 9-year-old or 10-year-old. So we are seeing several innovative methods coming up in the esports space when it comes to, you know, onboarding young people. So there is really need for stakeholders to create policies, to create initiatives that would be geared towards child protection, especially when we're talking about contracts. So I think youth development and child protection will be the area that I'll be focusing on in this journey. Thank you.
You are absolutely right, and it's great to listen to you. You know exactly what you are saying. Just to end, I would like to thank you for this interview and wish you luck in your role with SIGA Youth Council, and I'm sure you will reach great things together.